We have a pretty big one today as we are going to be finishing the regular season and taking a look at the stats and awards. We are guaranteed a playoff spot at 13-2, I believe, right? Yeah, 7 wins in the 7th seed. So we're guaranteed a playoff spot. We have the Y there, which of course clinches the division, not even just a playoff spot. But we have not clinched the number 1 seed. As you can see, another team has clinched their division in the Stingers, a team that we actually lost one of our 2 games to, meaning if we end up tying them by the end of this season, which of course we haven't simmed yet, they could be 12-3. They do get the nod. They are the number 1 seed. So 2 games coming up here. The Blue Dragons still trying to solidify that playoff spot. And then, of course, the Knights here, the Black Knights, who I'm not even sure what their record is because, of course, they're not in the same conference. But if I'm not mistaken, they are a pretty damn good team because they have a good roster. They are 9-5. So 2 at the moment, 9-5 teams. 2 teams that are, at least when it comes to their win totals, in the top 10 in the league to finish our season out. I don't know what the Stingers are looking like, but there's a realistic chance we lose the number 1 seed. Either way, we're in the playoffs, thankfully. We're almost playing with house money. Who really expected this to even happen? But Week 17 against the Blue Dragons team, we know that it's very good. We know very well. Let's see if we have any breakouts to go with it. We do not, but let's take a look at this current playoff picture anyways while we're here. Right now, of course, we're the number 1 seed. The Stingers are number 2. The Blue Dragons would be number 5. We got a lot of bluish teams on this NFC side, at least in the playoffs currently. And then on the other side, the Wranglers are the number 1 team, which we know the Wranglers are a very good squad. But let's take a look at the players of the week, which unfortunately we've been avoiding this year quite a bit, which is not a good thing. It's not something we're trying to avoid. It's just that's what's happened. Heinz Allen, 4 sacks for the Celtic Foxes. Shedeur Sanders, 4 touchdowns, 200 yards. Very efficient. Same with Burrow, another player of the week. 3 of them in a row. Talking about those Wranglers, man, they're good. Holcomb for the Blaze, 2 fumble recoveries, a forced fumble, a sack, and 6 tackles. What a game. Of course, maybe you haven't seen the squad because you just haven't been watching the series, or maybe you've skipped a couple. Welcome. We have a really good wide receiver 1 in Tyrone Broden, 85 overall, the man who saved the day last game, 1 second before overtime. Hits a massive bomb in stride. What a catch. What a run. And the coverage is really good. It's just, how do you stop a 97 speed, 6'7" wide receiver? And he's still only getting better. He's only an 85 overall. He has a chance at superstar this year. Of course, Donnelly, 83 overall now. His ratings, believe it or not, are insanely high. His deep accuracy is not the best, but ironically enough, some of the best passes he hits are his deep accuracy shots. Really good throw power awareness. Break sack, play action at times, not the best, but he's a very good quarterback, of course. And we've definitely turned around his season from 11 touchdowns and 10 picks to 32 to 12, which is crazy because we actually didn't change the sliders at all. We didn't change them. And yet we turned it around. It's mentality-wise, or maybe some threshold was hit. I don't know. But playing smarter, and it's gotten some more wins as well. Of course, defense, definitely not the best looking unit in the world, but the D-line holds its own. The linebackers with their speed, specifically Tariq Carpenter, very sleeperish, very underrated. And then, of course, you have the reigning defensive player of the year with some decent cornerback play. It's a good enough squad that gets the job done, and they have kind of been carrying us a little bit lately. But let's take a look now at this Blue Dragons team. We've seen this team a couple times now, obviously, because they're division rivals. They're 10-5, by the way. So, we're probably going to go through this a little quickly since we've seen them many times. Hoach, he's gone. He's out for the season. No matter what happens. Of course, they're in the playoffs anyways. I imagine at 10 wins now. But who knows? Blue Dragons, though. Quarterback, of course, Cam Ward, a guy that sometimes is just unstoppable. You just can't stop these guys. And then they have like a bad fourth quarter, and it just all comes crumbling down. Jalen Warren, he has his moments. There was some injury concerns last game. We played them, I believe. Lad McConkey, amazing wide receiver 1. Josh Downs, amazing wide receiver 2. Tolbert, pretty damn good 3. Noah Gray, killed us last time we played him, I'm pretty sure. Ryman, solid left tackle. Left guard, meh. Center, great. Right guard, great. Right tackle, great. Looking at the left end, meh. Right end, meh. DT, pretty good. Edge, DJ Watt, huge problem. Middle linebackers, a lot of speed, problem. Right out, Thibodeau, not bad. Big problem. Cornerbacks, not the fastest, but they're very talented. Free safety's good enough. Strong safety, obviously good enough. Kicker, amazing kick power. Punter, could use some work. it's a good team. Again, what they do well is pass the ball. Usually it's in the intermediate kind of level. I don't really agree with that deep pass. And then defensively, they look even better than the last time we played them. They're the number 1 total yards, the number 1 pass yards, the number 1 scoring defense, the 8th ranked rush yards, 6 takeaways, 3rd in sacks. This is a scary team. We're going to run inside and hopefully avoid the edge. Then looking at what we're going to focus on our guys. These are the guys. And here is Willie Greenfield, 72 overall, 3 to press, 1 to zone, 1 to play rec, 1 to man coverage, 1 to awareness. Guy that's kind of fallen off the depth chart a little bit, just like, Trice, to be fair. There's just a lot of good corners on this team, a lot of high potential guys that just wouldn't have enough spots for. And here we go, wearing the alternates, mind you. Don Swain, 112 yards away from 1,000 yards, 4 touchdowns away from double digits. It's a little bit of much to ask for, but is also quite possible. Of course, on the other side, they're wearing the all-whites, which isn't really an alternate, but it looks alternately, right? You got the all-white versus the all-black, basically. Yeah, here we go. One more win, potentially, if the Stingers lose a game. Could be the number 1 seed locked in, or, who knows, we lose this game, maybe even the next game, and we lose that number 1 seed to the Stingers and are playing in the wild card round instead of resting our players. We do get the ball first, but yeah, speaking of resting our players, I know I'm going to jinx it, but thankfully we've been pretty healthy this season. Hopefully we can continue that and head into these playoffs as strong as possible as weeks. Can't really get the juke move. Gets to the 34-yard line, though. Pretty damn good return. And like we talked about with Donnelly, let's take a look at these numbers. Is this guy, I know, once again, I'm jinxing everything. We're going to have a bunch of injuries, we're going to have a bunch of picks, but this guy's really turned it around. 30 touchdowns to 12 picks. He was at 11 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. What a turnaround. I'm going to start out with a run, most likely, and they're going to be on this, but at the same time, they kind of had their stance. They might have been able to cover both. Going to start out with a screen after the run. Going to go hard in for the running backs. Hopefully that doesn't mean that our running back is injured, because Ali is in right now, and almost a hold. What a freaking block, by the way. About 12 yards gained. And Harrison is out, bro. There's no way. There is no way we jinx Harrison out of the game after the first play. There's no way. Okay, back spasms. I was about to say, it's still not great because, with 2 really good games, he could get to 2,000 rushing. But it's not going to help when he's going to miss the majority, if not all, of the first drive. There is no one on Swain. It's a perfect block. Swain tries spin cut. Can't really get it. Huge gainer to the 28. Ollie, though, a couple of decent, nice plays from him, so haven't missed much so far. Take Steffens, who will turn this into a nice gainer of about 10. Gets absolutely hammered, by the way. Really good run after the catch, though. Stretch play, trying to use speed. Really good blocking. Clegane Ali in for the touchdown. What a great drive, even without Harrison. Once again, Ali's just a victim of the talent in front of him. Ali's a great back. Ali, we were happy with starting. But you get a guy like Harrison coming in, what are you going to do? I don't know what Ali's contract situation is like, but there may be some interest in the offseason. Let's put it that way. As we're trying to get a push, can't, and pretty good return to the 37-yard line. I still can't believe this team 13-2, though. I mean, we started off the season so poorly, and yet we just turned it around. We lose 2 games, and we just never look back. Cam Ward, the yards are there, touchdowns aren't. Very similar season to Donnelly, though, but just less touchdowns, probably due to the fact that their running backs have more. I mean, I can't say that's true. Harrison has like 20 touchdowns on the ground, so they're just not scoring as many points as us in total, as we do get a nice tackle there to the 41-yard line. Philbin, first man in on the play. I don't care what anyone says, though. I think 54 for a DT goes hard. I think it looks great. These DTs have done pretty well, too. They both almost have. What a nice throw, and dropped. That needs to be caught. But they both have, I think, almost the exact same sacks as the edge rushers. So, and it's not like they're double teaming or something. They're just, these guys are making plays on the inside. Still very young as well. Quick throw to the outside, and wow. McConkey just does McConkey things. Perfect coverage. Literally diving through. I don't know how he misses the ball, but he did a really good job there, and just, it's a good throw. Great catch. And Cam Ward's going to take off instantly. He hesitated for a moment, spins out of it for a split second to the 44-yard line. Looks like Cam Ward is injured, though. That is big. I mean, what else do you do but bring a blitz when the rookie comes in? Well, not the rookie, but the backup comes in right away. And he's going to throw it quickly over the middle. Not a bad little look. 2 yards. Very curious to see what actually happened with Cam Ward. Is it going to be a big injury? Is it not? 3rd and 2. Run seems pretty likely here. Guy's motioning over. He's taking a little while to get there, though. And we left the running back open. Not even who got the ball, but good play by a hooker getting that first down. They're bringing another blitz. I mean, they're under center, so it's going to take a while for them to get this ball out. And it's a run. We got blocked up. Thankfully, ran through the lineman because that might have been a touchdown. And now Zach Tom is injured. Zach Tom is absolutely out for a long time. And Cam Ward, we don't know. Shoulder. All right, Bamba. Let's get in there. Quick throw to the outside. And blasted by Skinner. Loss of 1. Bring the blitz. Fant. Go back to, let's go Maynard. Actually, we probably could use Pierce because they don't have Tom for the rest of the game. We get the pressure, and they're going to get the ball out there. We are going to give the first down. That's a great play by the quarterback. Hooker's delivering, dude. Give him some credit. They need this, and he's delivering. Motion back over. Try to swat. Perfect throw. Dropped by Warren. Oh, Lord, I don't like this. Move him over. Again, our pressure has just been terrible this season. Good move by the DT. Hooker moves with it. We fail to hit him down, and he's down to the 5-yard line. I know everything shouldn't be a hit stick, but we need that fumble. It's a hard habit to get out of. Oh, man, I don't like this. Well, I mean, you got to go, Skinner. We're bringing the blitz. And they burn us on both sides. Wow, is that Hendon Hooker still? What a find. QB controversy? Question mark? I mean, that's a pretty good drive they had. Don't think we're going to have this reverse. Oh, man, I don't think we're going to have any blocks either. I also do believe that Harrison's back, thankfully. So they can keep all their long-term injuries. It's fine by me, but as long as we're fine. Swain again, trying to get that 1,000 yards, I guess. Nice spin. Kind of going the wrong way. Gets blasted. Thankfully, didn't fumble. I don't even want to know how many times you've seen a player, you know, do too much. Gets hit stick, fumble. And trying to cut that in. It's a pretty damn good run. To the second quarter. It's all tied up, 7-all. Play last time is actually what got Harrison hurt in the first place, I believe. And out there, they're on this. Wayne gains a yard, 3rd and 4. All right, we got a little short out, short in, levels type of concept. It's going to be a tough one. It's a good catch, 4th and inches. I mean, this is not guaranteed. I would love to turn this into like a big home run type of play. Don't know if I really like this situation here. We do have Clegane. Try to hit that. Oh, what a catch, Broden! What a beat! We juked! Where was the juke? Oh, to the 11. That could have been a massive touchdown. What a catch. Good enough throw, especially, you know, fading away. Well, not fading away, but throwing across the body. Distance. I mean, I don't know how he hits that throw at all. The guy goes for the pick. Should have went for the swat. Broden has become easily the number 1. I mean, he already was, but he has become a dependable number 1 on top of it. I mean, for a moment, it obviously looked like, you know, we were in some trouble there for a moment, but we got out of it. Broden finishing where he left off. Swain tried to tackle him. Broden finishes a touchdown. Huge. I mean, they don't really have the safety help. They bring in the rush. Figured it was a good time to try and take a chance. 4th and inches. Who would have thought? They, to be fair, kind of did. Take a look. Is it still Hooker or no? It is Cam Ward back in action. Zach Tom, unfortunately for them, not going to be getting blocked up perfectly. That's going to be picked off. Defended well by the receiver. I mean, do you put Hooker back in if you're them? I personally think you do. We're throwing over slightly just in case. Free rush. Oh, they picked up perfectly. Oh, nobody's on the tight end. Wow, what a terrible throw again, though. And he is just going to stay down on the ground. It's another diving catch attempt. I mean, you get the ball out, I suppose, but just float it up to him. He's wide open. This one probably will be a run. It won't be. Can't get off the blocks. Perfect throw. Talked about it once before. Noah Gray, dude. These tight ends, they kick us every time. Doesn't matter who it is. I don't ask for much. Bringing a blitz again. Let's go Bamba. These DTs kind of need the most help. As they're going to be out there. Great tackle. A little bit of man coverage. Who we got? Okay, I think everyone's fine. Let's go Pierce. Might do a spin move. That doesn't matter. They run the ball. And Warren just doing way too much. Just run. A little underneath defense. I just need these linebackers to step out. Pierce, spin move works. In trouble. Has his man, but the receiver runs it way too deep, and it'll be held to a field goal. That's not Cam Ward's fault. Even if you want to say, oh, he was late on it, there's pressure. More importantly, the receiver's wide open. He's got to stay in bounds. I don't know where that guy is going, but not into the Hall of Fame, it seems. That's crazy to say, but, you know, you can't really make those plays even as a rookie, in my opinion. And I don't think it was a rookie, so say what you will. Pretty good blocking. Trying to bounce it out there. 34-yard line again. I mean, Weeks is obviously return man number one. It's just we don't get to always return it with him. Fullback's out there. Really good blocking. There goes Harrison. I mean, that first juke move is basically guaranteed. First one free is basically always active for him. Run the ball again. Hit the 2-minute warning. Let's bounce it. Not really loving it. Great juke move on that guy, but unfortunately Wayne didn't get his block. 2-minute warning. Good stop on that play. Try to set something up here on 2nd and 11. They are playing press man. Steffens. Good throw. Gain a good bit, 7 yards. Whole point there just to set something up. Steffens again. And spinning again. Gets the first down. What an effort. Now kind of going way out of left field here and just going verticals. Literally all across the board. I guess, do you maybe like short in Harrison just to make sure you have an outlet? I mean, that's overthrown. Is it? Oh, it's not! Broden's so quick! Touchdown, Broden. These two are becoming lethal. Wow, I thought that was overthrown, but I mean, Tyrone Broden with the size and speed is just almost impossible to overthrow. From the slot, that's asking a lot of your freaking corner. What a throw, dude. Perfect. Decent play to start out their drive, but could you imagine we go from no playoffs to, like, legitimate contender? Oh, wrong player. Not as bad as that slant, though. Wow, that guy is burning. Josh Downs is moving. He was zooming there. Let's go Pierce. Spin move. It does work. We just kind of spin the wrong side. Huge hit. I think he does stay in bounds there. He does. Of course, smart move by them not to call this timeout. I think you need to keep this if you can. You go hard press here. You got to leave it. Oh, my God, what a catch. He's not going to get down. I don't think they're going to have much time here. They aren't. They're going to hike this. They're going to throw this. Risky. Brick hands Rudd strikes again. He does have terrible hands, in fairness. You know what you're getting with him, but that is unfathomable. How do you not catch it? It's literally right there. Could have, held a 2-possession lead, and instead, that field goal is going to almost put it square. 8-point game. Their ball at half means they just got to have a good drive. If you believe in your team, which you should believe that every possession's a score. It's basically a tied game. But obviously, in reality, 8-point lead against a team that we have forced to kick 2 field goals. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff. I mean, we've played pretty damn well on offense. Defensively, there's been some moments, but we've done well overall. Of course, looking at the score here, Celtic Foxes, I think their season's over, but you never know. Maybe there's a way in the 7th seed. Wranglers, Silverbacks. Wranglers been killing it this season. And yeah, they're killing it at halftime, 26-3. The Wranglers, 13-2. Thankfully, they are not in our conference. Otherwise, we'd be looking a little iffy at trying to get this bye week. Warhawks versus the Monsters. A lot of same color teams face off against each other, and the Warhawks take a huge step back, maybe even killing their season, losing to a, at the time, 2-13 Monsters team. Of course, looking at our team, Ali came in. Really didn't miss a whole beat, to be honest. Obviously, Harrison's still that guy, but Ali held his own. And then, of course, Donnelly so far, absolutely lighting it up. Perfect throw in. And we're in a lead. Even though we haven't run the ball much inside super well, still going to focus run inside, defend medium. And we talked about it. They get ball at halftime. 13-21. The game is far from over. We got that extra possession. That's why. Ooh, need some water. Huge hit by Ali. What a freaking play on the special teams. To the 23. Not much going there. We'll say the one touchdown they've gotten was not from Ward. Again, do you think about benching them? Oh, what a play by Tariq Carpenter. Lost it too. We'll say their run defense. Our run defense, their rush attack is pretty garbage. And we're just sitting there over the middle. I mean, we just... Too much to cover and too much time to throw. Back to D-line. Just, I mean, there's no pressure. Like, the spin has worked. We just haven't had time to get in. It didn't work there. Good rip after the spin. Nice little underneath for downs for 9. Little cover 2. I'm just going to keep playing D-line because that's where our struggles have been. Good swim. Good pickup by the running back. We got him off his spot, but that is a wide open tight end. Down to the 18. Again, tight end is the #1 position that we give up yards to every game. Every single game. No. Where am I? Uh-oh. Okay, we got him. We got him. Oh, he holds on. We almost accidentally came away with a pick. 5 wide. Do I love it? No. Will I deal with it? Yes. Bamba. Double team. Try to swat. I'm not sure why. That could be picked. This one will be Fant. And let's not do that. Let's not return that. Huge interception is... Cam Ward just does what he does best against us, which is collapse. Pretty poor decision there, as that will not end the game, but it's not going to put him in a good spot, as they were driving down for something. As Harrison gains about 8 himself. Turn up to the line as, I mean, you have options. You don't have to run it again if you don't want to. But I kind of want to, and they're just way off. I don't know where they are. There's nobody here. I mean, there's just nobody there. 4 or 5 yards, and backside was the one that got us. Something to be argued that an even bigger play was there waiting for us. We just couldn't get it there. Play action look. And as much as I want Steffens, I'm going to try to take Broden here. Great throw, great catch to the 41. What a connection. 4 for 4, 114, 2 touchdowns. I mean, this is a great throw again on the run. Delivers. Beautiful play. Design handoff Harrison. And linebacker just misses, but he does recover. Forces away, gets into the DB. It's a positive gain for them. Harrison, unfortunately, barring 2 crazy big runs in this game, is not going to get to 2,000, I don't think. Wow, wide open. Great throw. Spin move doesn't really work out to our advantage. I think we needed 2 to break, so that's why I went for the spin instead of the juke. I mean, I don't know how you leave someone that open, especially that open, you know, that's dangerous in the open field. Steffens is my guy here, I think. Actually, it's going to be Swain. Perfect throw. Touchdown. Offense is clicking. It's going to take a lot from the Blue Dragons. Try to time it. They go pretty much nowhere. The rush scared the literal hell out of him. Unbelievable. You still have Ryman on that side, so it doesn't surprise me that Maynard's kind of struggling. Good move when he shifted over. Great hit by Skinner. 3rd and 3. Gonna bring a blitz. I really hesitate to press, but we probably should. Quick throw outside. That's not terrible. Oh, there goes Gray. Tackled with 46. Gray's got to have at least 80. Make sure everyone's in line with each other. Oop, wrong guy. Did they switch? I swear that crosses the hook. We're out there in Gray, but nobody's on McConkey. Poor tackle, too, trying to strip him there because we have all the help in the world to the 21. Like we said, the game's not over. It just doesn't look great because they're down 15 into the 4th. But there's still time. We're kind of playing pretty cautiously, too. You get the dime look, all these DBs in, trying to just prevent the big play, which is smart, but at the same time, it kind of allows things like these to happen. Then again, we've been pretty good bend, don't break. And we're not going to get over there. I seen nobody was on it, but I figured, you know, he's playing the flat. You know, the guy goes into the flat. Cover him. But no, he doesn't. Shift him over. Vance playing the edge. Cross come up. Skinner come up, just in case it is a run, which it is. Trying to get out there. Don't need to, though, because Tariq Carpenter's that guy. All right, bringing people up again, just in case it's another attempt at the run. Which is not. Try to swat. Couldn't. We are still shedding that move. Swimming underneath. McConkey clutching up again to the 5. All right, bring it to blitz. Haven't blitzed all drive, which, I mean, they have wasted a decent bit of clock, but they are still in position to win this game, or at least tie it. So we didn't really play a perfect game. We get a really good hit there with Skinner. They gain a yard. Takeaways, we are ranked 3 in the league. We only have 1 today. What do we got on what? Martin? Oh, no. Just flip it. Don't really care. And we've got too much to cover. That is amazing defense by us. There's not a hope in the world that that's stopped if we're not using it. I mean, is this not a run commit? Looks like a run commit to me. It's QB sneak. Fullback fights. Can't do it to the 1. We're going to try under center again. I don't think I would do it if I was them. I don't think if I was them, I'd be doing this. Back to the fullback. And this time he does get it. Wow, good play. Ran the exact same play, both sides, both teams, and they just won this one. They won that rep. Huge clutch play by CJ Ham. Blue Dragons aren't out of it yet. I don't know what's going on here, though. Like, this game feels weird. Is it really just that the Blue Dragons really haven't been making that many mistakes? Like, I feel like our offense has been way too perfect to only be up 8 right now. Like, am I crazy? Like, we didn't have the punt. We didn't fumble. We didn't fail a 2-point conversion, right? I think we scored every single time we've had a chance. Maybe the clock's just been good because they've wasted a lot of it. I don't know. All right, you got Harrison out there. He's the guy that's got to try to win the game. 4 minutes left. Need a couple first downs. And we're not going to get it there as we lose massive amounts of 4. Absolutely need to throw the ball to start this drive. Well, this down, I suppose. Drive's already started. And Broden. Floater. Overthrown, but what a catch. Bouncing on his hands. 0 incompletions from Donnelly technically so far. I mean, I say technically because he's been kind of carried. Some of these throws haven't been perfect, but it is, I mean, it's perfect. Perfect is perfect. And this play will not work. I don't know if I really want to do play action on 3rd and 2, but we're going to do it. Please, Harrison. What a catch. Good juke move. Doesn't really do much with it, but 42-yard line, fresh set of downs. I don't know if their defense is going to allow them to make this dramatic or not. I'm going to throw it because I do believe a blitz. Steffens. Perfect throw. Steffens is fast. Juke move down to the 31. I mean, that might already be the dagger because we might be in field goal. I mean, we are in field goal range, but we might be guaranteed that field goal. We'll have a pass ready just in case they do jump off here. They don't. 2-minute warning. In great position to bring this right down to the wire. The final game, potentially needing to have it. Stingers. I don't know if we've seen their score, did we? I don't know if they showed if the Stingers won or not. Inside handoff, Harrison. It's all full circle. Great run there. I mean, this is a damn near masterclass of a drive. Might not even touch the ball again if you're them. Harrison to the outside. What a juke move. Stiff arm. Gets 1 yard short. Probably good that he didn't get it, though. As a first down now wins you the game. Whereas you get that first down before, you know, they do have that goal line. Got a juke inside. What a stiff arm. Wall in his own. Still up to the 7. Game winner. It sucks so much that I desperately want to go in for the touchdown here, but we're up 8. You know, if we're up 9, absolutely, I have no remorse. But if it's going to potentially hurt our chances of winning, yeah, I'm not going to do that. Not going to do it. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, Harrison. Sorry, Donnelly. Whoever has a chance at, you know, the best chance at getting the score. It's just too much risk for me, I think. Or is it? Of all the players to do it, Broden. And Broden. Oh, he doesn't get the block. Oh, that's so bad. That is horrible. What is that about? And there you have it, 28-20. Very, I mean, not a convincing win scoreline-wise, but as far as, like, the way the game was, you know, you watch that game, you're like, yeah, it wasn't really 28-20. The other team was chasing that scoreline all game long, and, you know, the Chupacabras were scoring consistently, and they really just weren't catching up. They might have kept it close the whole time, but they weren't catching up, simply put. As offense was playing damn near perfectly, hitting some throws that were tough while being hit, and people in our face, and, you know, on the run, and just too many turnovers by the Blue Dragons. Again, I don't... Like, what did we do wrong? Did we actually have a punt in this game? I can't remember. I don't think we did. I'm not really sure how the game got to that point, because remember, they threw a pick. They threw a pick in this game. Donnelly, though, perfect game. 17 for 17, 268, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks. What a game. Harrison, not his best work, but it's still a fun one, still a good one. Ali, 25 yards and a touchdown. Receivers, Broden, 126 with 2 touchdowns. Same yardage as Gray. McConkey, 9 for 71 with a touchdown. Stephens, 48 yards. I felt like he had so many more than that. Swain, getting dramatic here. Not guaranteed to get to 1,000. But if he gets a 3-touchdown game with whatever yards, he might get the double-digit touchdowns with it, but who knows. Pass rush, no sacks from either side. Pick for Matt Fant. And a win for the Chupacabras, who are 1 win away from the number 1 seed. Got a bunch of upgrades. I'm not sure if there's any milestones hit or not, but Harrison going to keep going power back. As much as I do want to get that receiving back up because I want him to be solidified at catching, break tackle, stiff arm, truck, specifically break tackle, though, would be massive to get up. Plus 8 to break tackle. I don't know what kind of morale boost that is, but it's insane. The morale is through the roof. I'm just not used to seeing it. Usually we're negative morale. Braden Donnelly, I'm going to go strong arm here. I want deep accuracy, and I think that is going to be your number 1 way to get deep accuracy. We get a +1 to mid, 1 to deep, 1 to play action, 1 to throw on the run, 1 under pressure. Whether it is or not, that's a good upgrade to me. I like that a lot. Taking a look now at Nick Cross. Haven't got as many upgrades for him as I thought we would by now, but 83 overall, star dev. Super athletic, obviously. 6th play rec. Holy crap, that's really good for a safety. Gets a man coverage upgrade. No zone, but play rec goes up to 81 overall after a +6. That's huge. He might even be better now because of that by a lot. And then Patterson, interior guys, you need those guys to be maxed at power. That's the big one. 2 to run block power, which puts him at 76. He is still just so raw. His overall is being carried by some of those impact ratings, lead block, stuff like that. But let's take a look now. See if the Stingers have continued their win streak. See if Week 18 even matters. Going against the Black Knights, who are 11-5. Damn, son. And they do win. So if we lose this game and they win their game, we actually do lose the number 1 seed. This conference, man, at times it looks so lackluster, faulty even. But look at the 7th seed, 9-7, 6th seed, 10-6. The Blue Dragons, are they even guaranteed a spot? I think they are, actually. You got 10-8 there. They're barely guaranteed a spot. This conference is good. NFC East kind of, tearing down a little bit, but a couple of teams here, a couple of divisions with potentially, 3 10-win teams. Obviously not us, but NFC West looking pretty good to do so. We have a bye week storyline, which I'm not sure what this is about because we don't have a bye week. We're not guaranteed unless it's saying that. Oh, okay, the self-scout we did during our bye week. I'm frustrated we didn't do... What? Wait, what? I don't know what the goal was for Harrison, but there's no way it was more than 1,500 yards or 20 touchdowns. There's no way. That clearly just bugged out. I don't know what that's about. Player of the week, unfortunately, Donnelly's accuracy and efficiency wasn't enough to solidify that. Where are we? Harrison, believe it or not, still in the top 10 despite a couple of weak performances. I'll say that without a doubt. Looking at the players of the week, Josh Allen and Stewart win one. Jackson Dart and Garrett win one. Very good players there, especially on that AFC side. Let's take a look, though, at our opponent. Injury report for the Black Knights. Of course, Woods still injured for now. Black Knights have 0 injuries. And for their roster, oh my lord. J.J. McCarthy in the 90s. Accuracy's through the roof. This guy's good. He's a talent. Tyjae Spears. Another slower running back, though, which we usually do pretty damn well against. Wide receiver DK Metcalf, that's going to be a problem. Michael Wilson, very good wide receiver, too. Booty, good in the slot. Outside of Metcalf, though, kind of a slower-looking squad. Then you have Kyle Pitts, who just blows those statements out of the water. 6'6", 91 speed. That could be a record-setting performance. Will's a pretty good left tackle. Cliff Turner's a pretty good left guard. Brewer's a decent center. Fry's a pretty good right guard. Jawan Taylor's a okay right tackle. Myles Garrett just won player of the week because he's amazing. Daniil Hunter's insane. Vita Vea, look at this D-line. Leo Chanel is great. Bobby Okereke is great. Braswell's the wrong scheme. Outside of Braswell, things are looking really good. Corners are a little lackluster, but Underwood, he's a rookie. they drafted what they needed the most. And, I mean, outside of some regressions at DB, this is a very good-looking team. Maybe need a stronger kick power kicker. Punter obviously not really having that problem, but that team looks good. Definitely problematic for us. Stingers win, we lose. Once again, we've said it. I keep saying it. It's probably going to be spoken into existence at this rate, but who knows? Of course, looking to the offense. Their pass game, really good. Run game, though, with that slower running back like Tajay, who's good, but speed does play a huge factor. Not going to give them the good rankings here. Of course, I'm going to defend the pass. That's what it looks like they're good at. Then looking at their defense, they're actually pretty damn good at stopping the run. So, I mean, I'm still going to go run side because it worked last game. But I will be a little bit more weary of that. Might have to run the ball even less than we already did. Before we head into the game, Don Swain appears to be getting a new ability slot. What's at 85? Grab and go after securing rack catch. Ball carriers with his ability can quickly shift for some momentum. Change direction. That's actually pretty damn good, especially for a tight end. Short and elite. That'd be pretty good. That'd be not bad at all. Don't know if he actually gets that, though. Vertical. Yeah, he is vertical threat. Here we go. Vertical threat. Let's get lucky. 85 overall. 4 to medium route. Insane. 1 to truck. 1 to run block power. 1 to juke move. 1 to catch in traffic. 1 to ball carrier vision. Looking good. What's that ability? He gets bruiser. Wow, this guy's abilities have been insane. Doesn't really necessarily make sense. 66 truck, 69 stiff arm, but these are the abilities he's getting. What am I supposed to do? You know? I don't know. Maybe we change him at some point. I'm not going to complain right now, though. I'll tell you that much. Taking a look at Steffen's playmaker upgrades. Still at 78 overall, which is shocking for playmaker. Look at the upgrades in here. You tell me you didn't get a single upgrade and with that? Surprising. Very surprising, but young. Getting involved a little bit more here and there. And then Fant, potentially the game winner guy last week, as he obviously intercepted the Blue Dragons right in the goal line. Took away what seemed like it was going to be a guaranteed score. Defense clutching up when they need to. That's their calling card. Final game of the regular season for the best season of the series. I mean, might even be the best season ever for the series. I mean, we play another season, we might not even get to 8 wins again. Who knows? But the Black Knights, let's have it. By the way, I don't know why I always forget about contracts when we're doing an actual franchise playing as the team, but I do. JL Skinner, 5-year 50. It's not going to change much. We have a lot of money. It's a fantasy draft realm. Jaden Blue, obviously Ali, I want to keep. The guy's a talent. We might have to bump that a bit. And he does take it 3 to 13.5. Try to look around. Man, I don't know. Nick Martin. I think Nick Martin's gone. I've seen just too many liability plays. I don't know. It's just the coverage is low, and we can't use him every single play, right? So there's potential still there, sort of, but I think we can do better if we actually focus on linebacker in the draft. Paul, I think, just too good of a value not to keep him, right? I'm like, yes, we can afford pretty much everybody, but I don't know if I want to, right? Paul, 2-year 5.6. Okay, I guess we're going to bump that to 6. Is a steal, right? Looking at some other guys. Jalen Milrow, oof. I'd like to keep him on a 2-year 13. Man, I don't want to pay him a 4-year, though. That's a lot of money. And a lot of these other guys are kind of backups that, will matter. Maybe will, maybe won't. Batten, are we really paying a backup kicker? He's got a lot of potential with that kick power and star devness. What a weird one, paying a backup kicker like that. But he's our kickoff sender. I guess he's worth, kicking it into the end zone every time is worth that money, I suppose. Jaden Blue, man, he doesn't really play much, but he is a good player nonetheless. Haven't really seen much in the kick return status. I mean, he's worth that contract. Let's be real. Let's not lie to ourselves here. This guy's worth the money. We'll do a 2-year 7. I think that's fair. And, yeah, I don't know if we're going to go for anyone else. We'll try to get Paul when it comes down to it. But Nick Martin at that price, I mean, I'll do a 1-year deal. 1-year deal worth 9, but I don't expect a 4-year to be worth it. So, got some players re-sign still, but overall, I think we're in an okay spot. Matlock's pretty good, too. We'll do a 2-year 5. Boom. $126 million left. A lot of players that we can still, or positions, I should say, that we can still upgrade for sure. But let's head on into arguably the most important game of the regular season now, as losing this game opens the door for the Stingers, but winning the game guarantees us the first round bye. And here we are on the road for a New Year's Day game. Donnelly, 3,750 yards on the season, 33 touchdowns, 12 picks. Just needs 250 yards to get to 4,000 passing. What a turnaround in that season. I know we've said it a lot lately, but it's just factual. It's just impressive, and that's the reason why we keep bringing it up. Don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if I love this uniform combo, but they wanted to wear some, slightly alternate. They're usually wearing all one color, whether they're at home or away, so the fact that they're mix matching, we're going to be mix matching a little bit as well. Can't tell if ugly, can't tell if great. They look great, I'll tell you that much, and I hate to admit it, but it's true. Of course, J.J. McCarthy, that offense looks very formidable. It is a scary-looking offense. They're 11-5. They do not look like they have problems winning games. So definitely a game that we worry about for sure. Absolutely. But don't also want to psych ourselves out, as, we look great on offense. We didn't miss a single throw last week. Definitely not expect it to happen this week. Not even going to try to pretend like that's a possibility, but we're just going to try to win the game. Doesn't matter if it's through the air, on the ground, bunch of turnovers on defense, whatever it takes to win the game, we do not care. So nothing's really going to be out of our realm of possibility here as they get a decent little return off the spin. J.J. McCarthy, one of those MVP candidates, I believe. Very high overall, obviously. Looking great. Let's take a look at those stats. 34-15 for touch and a pick ratio, 4,300 yards. Maybe a little bit too many interceptions for MVP, but probably in the top 10 nonetheless. Bringing a little blitz action from the 28-yard line. Tyjae Spears, we talked about, them having a slower running back, and don't get me wrong, he does still look slow, but he gets a nice little hurdle, gains 14 yards to the outside. I got to say, Harrison probably turns that into 20-25 yards, but they don't have a generational running back, do they? They have a good one, not a generational one. In motion. Got a guy wide open to the outside, and they're going to take a touchdown here. One-handed with style. We knew we were getting the real deal here as they score very quickly. Michael Wilson cooking us on what appears to be a wheel route, I imagine. Over the middle, they had a guy open. Metcalf, I think. We got absolutely torched. Look at that one-hander. Oh, my God. I don't love it. So what happens here? He gets run into by his own guy, which is why both guys are open, and that'll be a touchdown easily. On the return, we've had a okay season returning the ball this season, but it's always hit or miss. Weeks on the return. Decent little return there. I don't know how I feel about this. Obviously, if we could have the orange accents on the jersey with the white, it would look great, but we don't have that, unfortunately. Again, we've seen Donnelly's numbers. Unbelievable stuff. Said it once. We'll say it again. We have no specific way we want to win other than the fact that we want to win. And I couldn't take it. And that's a really tough catch because the ball is just not good. We have Swain, but the way that coverage is running, he's going to get underneath that for a pick, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm dead wrong, but let's see. That's the wrong player. Where do we throw this? Like, he's on this, man. He's just on this. It needs to be a perfect throw, if any. I don't even know who the hell even is that. Myles Garrett, that's why. The guy's got speed. There's a reason why he caught up in a hurry. Quick look underneath, potentially Swain. Not a great route, but will get a lot of the yards. Oh, yeah, I forgot he's got Bruiser now. Gains 8 with the truck. Play action. They might be paying attention to that running back. Could see it make him bite. He kind of forces him out. Oh, there goes Harrison doing what Harrison does. And look at Harrison go. What a dangerous man in the open field to the 49-yard line. Oh, he is such a problem. For a split second, it looked like we weren't even going to get, the first down. And then he just turns it into a massive gainer. And we're going to try to get in between. Can't. Gains 2. Play action cross. These play actions are a little iffy at times. Got our little outlet to Swain if we need it. We're going to go to Steffens, who is not going to catch the ball. It's slightly behind him, but that needs to be caught. Very fitting, the first incompletion in a whole game and a quarter now is a just straight-up drop. And that is, what a try, but a bad throw by Donnelly on a very good route, which will lead to a punt. First punt in like 4 quarters as well, maybe more. I don't know we have any time to throw to Swain here. No one else is open. I know this comeback's got a good chance, and it's just... it probably needs to be caught, but oof. At the same time, not our best punt. Let's see if we can get this one in a good spot. I think this is a great punt. Oh, it is, but it's going to go in through the end zone to the 20-yard line. So overall, technically not a good punt. As he's going to throw to the outside. I thought it was overthrown underneath, but no, it's a perfect throw to Booty for 8. Keep forgetting they have Kyle Pitts as well. I haven't used him yet. Good job by Rod. I thought we had a pick there. I thought we either had an A pick or B, we gave him another long touchdown. It was sadly neither. Well, I can't say sadly neither for the long touchdown as Martin can't get there, but the D-line does. 4th and 1, Bomba with the stop. What are they going to do? I mean, I think if you're going to bring the punt unit out, it's crazy as an 11-5 team to fake punt. So I feel pretty good about them actually punting, which they do. Let's get in front for that block. Pretty good blocking. We're going to try to run this outside. Can't. We got a bunch of yards straight up. Multiple superstars on the right, but more players on the left. So what can I do? I think you got to go for the superstars. And there goes Harrison. Gains about 9. Not a bad play. Can we hurry up to the line? Maybe turn this into that play action look. Wayne. And that is a good throw. Tough catch. Huge hit. Knockout. Inside zone. Could switch us up with slants, but I'm going to believe in the blocking. And for good reason. Try to bounce it out. That corner made a really good play. It might have been a touchdown, and that is an injured Myles Garrett. I feel like the last time we played this team, they had injury to him, or maybe it was a different team with a really good pass rusher, but we usually get pretty lucky. Not that we're aiming for these injuries to happen, but we usually get pretty lucky that the other team's best defender just somehow gets hurt almost every game. Not always for the whole game, but still. Good throw to the outside and just straight up drop by Broden. I mean, I'm lying a little bit. It wasn't a straight up drop, but considering the size and the late contact, that is a pretty bad drop nonetheless. And there goes Harrison. Doing what Harrison does. Cutting inside. Nice stiff arm. Falling forward to the 29-yard line. Great effort. Get the fullback, the little motion. This play almost never works, but Steffens, I don't hate. I think Steffens could be a player here. Motion over. And like I said, it's just a terrible play. It's just, I don't know what that play does. I thought, hey, something a little quirky, something a little different. Maybe that'll work out. They look like they're blitzing. Perfect time to run a screen. Nobody's on it. Blocking's good enough. Harrison shows off that speed, and, I mean, he's just so easy to gain yards with. Harrison 3 for 3 with 33 yards. At least we're getting him involved again. Didn't get him involved nearly enough last week. And that trap play works. Going to try to utilize that speed to the outside to the 11. 5 for 50. Can we get the deep out? I mean, this is pretty good depth. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, he's playing that. Throw it away. Oh, my God. I don't know how he did that. I thought that was a fumble. Draw play. I mean, they might actually fall for this. Oh, they would. But Vita Vea absolutely crushes our right guard. Might be the start of the second quarter. Might try to get a free play here. I don't like this play at all, but if it's a freebie, yeah, I mean, free is free. Of course, it did not work, and we end the first quarter scoreless from our side. Down 7. 7's on the corner. Swain in the out. Swain I like a lot. Oh, they're bringing the blitz. And we're not going to hit it. Harrison, please. Drops it. Oof. Swain just never got open, and Broden, intersected routes with Harrison. Then I didn't really even see the left side of the field. I mean, I think we played this pretty perfectly. Wayne does get open, but he's so far across the field. I mean, it's hard to even see that. You got all these guys that you would have thought one gets open. Harrison, the ball's a little behind him. I don't even know if the ball's behind him. I just think his lack of catching makes him slow down so much because he's so concerned about dropping it, which, as you can see here, for good reason. We, of course, hit the field goal, but it still leads to us being down by 4. And we're out there. Oh, no, please. Good defense. Overthrown. That was perfect defense by Tyson Campbell. I like that matchup. I like that matchup so much, I am going to best on best these two. I want to see that matchup all day long. Philbin. Oh, hits the guy, but a little late. Huge hit there. Phantom, telling you, one of the best hit stick guys on our team. Not sure how, but he is. Bring the blitz off the edge. Uh-oh. Still trying to get in there with Philbin. Great move by us. Throws it short. 4th and 2. That might be another punt. It will be. Blitz actually gets there. Good D. Offenses are struggling a little bit. Oh, he leaves it? I got to leave it too. We would have probably muffed it. It works out, but man, was that a risk. That risk was insane. We're in trouble. Oh, look at Broden. Broden just taking off for a 7. I did not think he had that speed, as Paul is injured. I can't believe the acceleration must have been Vita Vea that got through, huh? That acceleration was kind of off the charts, for him at least. We gained about 5 on the ground, first down. Our defense, as it has, like we've mentioned a million times now, carrying us a bit here in this one. And he doesn't catch him, but doesn't catch Harrison either. Huge run of about 14. 70 yards on the ground so far, almost gaining 1 first down per run. We're mixing it up, too. I don't like this at all. I'm going to go with the pass. And didn't like it for good reason. Problem is, we don't have anyone open. Try to throw it away. Strips us. Fumble recovered by the Black Knights. You know, worried about that blitz. Maybe not the best time to run a play action, but I mean, I suppose it kind of makes them bite, but the problem is when you have so many guys blitzing, it doesn't really matter because they're already coming anyways. I mean, we would have probably had the running back, but I mean, just at this point, I'm like, throw it away, and he just fumbles. Coverage was very good outside of obviously Harrison, who was uncovered, but probably dropped it anyway. Screen pass. Oh, I tried to go for the pick, out of position. No way. Okay, good D. Gains only 2. That fumble definitely didn't help us, I'll tell you that much. Who would have thought? Coming up, in case it's a run. And he cuts it back. I mean, we do what we can there. Philbin with a questionable tackle, but gets him down. No flag. 6 yards gain. 3rd and 2. All right, going to be pressing. This is risky, but if it's a run, we got to get in there. And we miss him. No, we don't. And just like us, hit as he's throwing. No fumble, but we will get the stop. Lead to a field goal. Defense is doing everything it can so far. And screw it, this is a big game. We need the juice. Harrison on the return. Tries to bounce it. Can't quite, but gets to the 40. What a problem. What a problem he is for defenses and special teams. Of course, looking at his rushing touchdowns, they actually might get past Gibbs with 18 on the season. I don't know if he'll get past on the total for the season, but his actual rushing numbers themselves didn't really work on that juke move. He's kind of getting pummeled this one as Vita Vea is injured. I don't even know if Myles Garrett's back. They have no safety help on Broden. Let's see. And he gets burned. Overthrows. That could be picked. Thank you for swatting it, you moron. I can't believe he overthrew that by just a mile. We're in trouble. Please. Just going to possession this. Great catch, Harrison. I mean, yeah, that catch maybe scores a touchdown, but we know. All right? We know what we have. Okay? Harrison's great. But, you know, we're not running the ball there, are we? Great throw to Broden, who almost misses the catch to the 8. That was a beautiful throw to Harrison as well. Obviously, he leads him more, gets way more down the field, but just float it over the defense, get it there. And there goes Harrison, spinning down to the 1. Hurry up to the line. Can't do it because it's a 2-minute warning. Inside give. They got some linebackers. I don't know if they can get there in time, though. Harrison is very fast. And they can't. Touchdown, Harrison. We will tie the game. Problem with that is they have a full 2 minutes to try and get some points. Potential swing pass. Quick throw. I don't know if it's a swing, but they get a few yards. They're going to hurry up. I mean, defense, I think, is fine. Don't know why we're trying to swat. We're way off that. Oh, God. Spears breaking off tackles left and right. Taking a lot of time to get down, but that's fine for them. 1:25 in the second quarter. Got plenty of time here to try and get some points before halftime. Get a good push with Philbin, but he's double-teamed. Another throw to the running back, and just not going to get much on that one. I mean, I would probably move the dime if I could, but I can't, so we're just going to keep playing it as is. Philbin, it's pretty late hit. Another throw to the running back, though. This guy got like some sort of incentives they're really trying to get him. And that will be, I mean, I guess maybe I shouldn't have complained. I thought Metcalf was going to break through there. All right, we can finally go to dime. They have 1 timeout left. I mean, if they end up scoring a touchdown, I suppose it worked out. Laid off the block. Another quick throw. Oh, Lord. Nice hit low. Might be the last play. Timeout wasted. That could be big. We'll see. I mean, this might be the last play they have before that field goal needs to be hit. And Pierce, oh, we missed it. What a throw to the outside, 13-yard line. Backing up the corners a little bit, trying to protect the end zone. Greenfield's nowhere near where he needs to be. And he's just, okay, I guess he goes back. Try to swat. Free rush! Fumble! There's no way McCarthy gets out before him, and he does. But he goes back even further. And they're not going to have enough time. Wow. What an implosion. I've never seen a fumble go back that far. How many yards did they lose there? It was at least 24, obviously. Oh my God. What a freaking collapse there. Does that count as 2 sacks, by the way? How does that work? Freaking hope so. That'd be sick. Halftime score of 10-10, though, with, I believe, our ball. So we're sort of kind of technically winning, even though I don't trust our offense right now. Look across the league. Maybe we'll get a glimpse at the Stingers as the Celtic Foxes and Warhawks. I mean, the Warhawks this season has collapsed here as they might lose another game, knocking them, I imagine, out of the playoffs at 8-9. The Mavericks versus the Vipers. Mavericks winning 17-2. What an odd score. Vipers, yeah, another game where teams are kind of knocking themselves out a little bit here. And then, of course, we have the Jumbo Shrimp versus the Warthogs. Both teams pretty similarly rated here at 7-9. It's 21-7. I don't think either is making the playoffs, though. Of course, 2 teams that are making the playoffs. Very, predictive game here for a playoff type of game where, the defense has started to tighten up a little bit. And besides a couple of big plays, the score has been limited, 10-10. Of course, running side's been pretty damn successful. And then I suppose they have thrown the ball kind of all over the place here. I guess medium defense is what we're going to go for. Harrison on the return. And nice make a miss, but not a great set of blocks to the 24. Of course, Harrison today, 10 for 78 and a touchdown. Another 30-something in the air, maybe 60 by now. Definitely the type of game that would maybe bump you towards winning that MVP if you actually had a chance, which unfortunately, because he's not a wide receiver, he doesn't. And wow, what a swat, dude. That's impressive. Actually, very impressive. Run game has been pretty good today, so let's see if we can try to pick something up here. And, oh no, the tight end misses. Loss of 4. All right, we got Dagger, which I like the deep in. Problem is they're playing the out, or they're playing the in. And you have that little corner, which they're kind of on. We're in trouble. Can't get it out. That's risky. 4th and 14, unfortunately, just not going to get out. But what a try by Donnelly. Just no one really open, in my opinion. Looking back, what do we have? So we have block and release Harrison. I mean, this route he's just completely off on, right? Like, you can argue this is open, but I mean, what is this, a 25-yard throw? I mean, there's no angle here. It's just not a greatly run route. And then Steffens, obviously, he's covered for the most part, and he can take a shot, but it's not going to be high percentage. Harrison, he gets a few, and then, Swain's somewhat open. What a try to even get this thing open at all. Risky, though. Oh, Lord. I was going to run mid, but I don't know about mid against 5. What a play by Maynard over the middle, though. Can't get him. GOTY gets to the 42. Big play. Bringing a blitz. They're looking pretty promising on this drive so far. God, we're going to have to pull off Martin because they are bringing another 5. Tight end's open. So is Metcalf for about 9. Playing the underneaths on this one as it is 2nd and 2. Let's go Pierce. Uh-oh. Swing. Fake out on the swing. Spears maybe gets the first down. Now they're going to call it 3rd and 1. All right. Simple man coverage. I don't know if we are pressing. I think we might be. We got blocked pretty hard there. We try to get him with Pierce. Can't. Don't want to overcommit on that run because the pass game has been not great, but there's been openings. Skinner, who we obviously paid, coming in on the blitz. Could be a game-changing blitz. Who knows? Let's go back to fit. I mean, we need pressure on the D-line. As he does get pressured. Wide open, but just can't get that thing off cleanly. I'm going to need Campbell to move over a little bit. I'm going to need Carpenter to back up. And then I'm going to need somebody to shift over here so Maynard can make a play. It is going to be a run. They're in trouble. No, they're not. Huge hit by Skinner, 3rd and 8. Blitzing the linebacker. Who's that? It is Rudd. Okay, I mean, I'm not a huge fan. Pierce. Ah, we made a wrong move. Please. Picked off by Rudd at our own 6. What a catch. I mean, this guy drops almost everything. This time, though, knowing that it's going to be score if he doesn't get it, he takes the ball away at the 6-yard line. He has him. It's just too late of a throw, and Rudd does intercept it. Huge defensive play. Will we be able to get out of this situation, though? Who knows? Is Miles still out? No, I think he's on the other side. Oh, Lord. Good tackle, only a yard gain. They're starting to stop the run game a little bit. And by a little bit, of course, I mean a lot. 2nd and 9, and we were in our own 7. Try not to get safetied. What a run. Gains. Don't know about that being a first down, but I mean, I don't know if they can call a challenge flag here. They're not going to challenge it. I mean, I wouldn't either. Can't waste a challenge on 3rd and 1, in my opinion. Yeah, that's a decent enough throw. Steffens gets 9. Perfect chance for a shot here. Wayne, maybe? Is Wayne the shot? Swain is going to be the guy instead. Gets a little chunk out of it. Green pass here on 1st and 10. Turning things around a little bit. Pretty damn low-scoring game so far. And if it wasn't a screen, I probably would have taken Broden, but I just don't know if we have the time to throw this thing. Really good play, open field like that. Usually Harrison wins that, but not today. Well, I guess today is true, but that play specifically, no. Under center. Quick throw to Swain. What a freaking adjustment to the 44. Great catch. I mean, if no one's going to cover it, I'm going to take the shot look. Early anyways. Not look. I don't know what the hell that even means. Guess we'll take it. Nobody's on Steffens. He's got such a weird juke move. He cuts like Arian Foster or something. Very long, drawn-out move. Play action run could be there, but we're going to try to get the free play. And I think our guy jumped after the fact, so that will be a first down, but we're not going to get the actual free play out of it, unfortunately. I get it, though. You know, it's a back-and-forth battle. While they want to get off the line quickly, we also want to, that's going to take us to the 4th, we also want to get off the line quickly to defend their potential good time jump. Of course, some turnovers from the both quarterbacks on the fumble side of things. I mean, they didn't turn it over, but it led to a punt, so in a way, them losing points is sort of a turnover. Like, it's not a traditional turnover, but you lost points because of a fumble that you recovered yourself. It's close enough. Oh, my. We're going to have to run with Donnelly. Try to run, don't fumble. Try to cut it back. Oh, man, that would have been a huge play if he didn't bump him. We had 2 wide open players on our team bump each other to lose both people being open. Broden back over. Try to hurdle. Wouldn't give it to us. 3rd and inches. It's not guaranteed, but it's also far from hard to get. I don't know what they're doing here, but well, as Vea cooks, there's no way they're stopping this. Oh, my God. What is our guy doing there? First down, but terrible blocking. Little option route for Harrison. Swain to the corner. I was going to take that. We're going to have to force that in there. I can't believe you caught that. 4 yards gained. Been a long time since that man's been dropping things, apparently. Free play? Nope. Overthrown, but caught it anyways at the 5. Good play. Been as good of a freaking drive as you can really get. Kind of a switch stick, but more of a... oh, wide open. Please. Touchdown! He doesn't get his foot down! But more of a reverse slant, I should say. I got to challenge this. I don't know how this isn't at least caught. Maybe it's not a touchdown. Maybe he steps out early. But how is this not caught? Does he just straight up drop it? What is this? What are we doing here? Did he drop it? I didn't see it. Left, right. I'm trying to see this ball. It doesn't move. I mean, this should be an overturn. Yeah, it's a touchdown. What are these refs smoking? Right, 5 minutes left. Black Knights are still in this game for sure. Trying to get them with the bomb, but can't. Big run of about 8. Definitely a good start. We're going to blitz. DB off the edge. Billman inside. We've got a lot of good push lately. Just not getting in there. And wide open over the middle. Good tackle attempt. And Metcalf still running. 62-yard play. The workhorse himself. I mean, that just literally looked like a horse trying to run out of the stable. Like, he literally is just a monster. Oh, my God. I mean, what can you do there? The first try, we try to strip it because we're still a chance. You know, the ball's still being caught. Everyone else, though, they're just... I don't know what they're doing. They're just not tackling him. Unbelievable. I mean, not everything needs to be a replay, but this is one of those plays. Of course, you can see here, we're trying to strip it because he's still, you know, in the process of catching it. We miss it, and then these guys, I don't know what these guys are doing. I don't know what we're doing here. Come on. Suppose we're about to find out, is it a blessing in disguise or our worst nightmare? Will we be able to put up points and win the game without them having a chance last? Or will they get a chance right before potential overtime to score the game winner? One thing is for sure, Harrison's going to be a big part of it. Whether it's good or bad, we'll find out. And we get absolutely hammered first play, loss of 1. And now our left guard's injured. What I love is not that. tell you that much. Looking across the field here, obviously this is kind of a setup play for third down. I mean, they're in pretty good coverage here. It's going to be a tough throw. Hits it. Great throw, Kate. Great catch. First down. Pectoral strain will be fun. Don't know why our substitution is our center, but, you know, sure, why not? 3:33 in the fourth quarter here. Setting that up with a nice swivel. What a move! Oh, no! What a stiff arm! Harrison, what a run for 10, but we had a guy block that. It might have been able to run it all the way. That is unfortunate. There was potential there. Trying to get that free play. We don't get it. We're in trouble. And we're just going to run. Donnelly gets some pretty good blocks. Goes out of bounds to 31. What a run, dude. He's actually been pretty good in scrambling today. This is the type of game where, honestly, if we had, like, Milrow out there, we'd probably put up 130 rushing. Little hezzy, it works. Good try to the 23. He's insane, dude. First down is impending. Over 100 on the ground. What a guy. Of course, we will have to hike this before the 2-minute warning. So they do get an extra play out of this. And we're going to be short. Maybe a blessing. Who knows? 2-minute warning. We're going to go for the the fullback dive, not the field goal dive. We just paid the guy a 2-year $5, so maybe do the job, please. I'd appreciate it. There's not really many people here. And there goes Matlock. Big run to the 9. Oh, my. Of course, maybe we should have fell down a little early because now with that run, it guarantees that they do have a chance with this ball. That is maybe an overlooked situation from us, but it's a fullback. You know, he's obviously going to get excited when he gets open grass. He doesn't even get the ball much, let alone in open field. And maybe we should have cut it all the way, or not cut it, but followed all the way outside. Of course, no matter how good of a look you think you have, you pretty much have to run this ball. And we can't get back to the right, which might even lose our in the zone. It won't, but I mean, I think you still got to run this ball. Try to get a free play, didn't get it. They're going to bring the blitz. And Harrison's going to slip off the tackles. Of course, that doesn't mean they don't have a chance, but it also does mean they have to get a touchdown to tie this one up. 105, let's see if they have it in them. Their offense started off hot and then just completely fell apart. Are we confused? And he's going to take a little short out, which we get a blast on him, 5 yards. Not going to change much. Going to be cover 3 most of this drive. Got to get as many people in coverage as I can. Well, that didn't really work out for us, did it? Metcalf absolutely gets laid out. Holy crap. 44 seconds. Quick throw underneath. Gets laid out again, almost. I mean, you got to pretty much spike this. They're going to waste their last time out. I don't know about that one. Don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know why you're not spiking that. You got probably about 17 seconds left. Do you spike it? Keep that timeout. Lets you put the ball anywhere you want. Now we know it's probably going to go outside. Unless they're dumb. Which McCarthy might be dumb here. He's going to throw it away. No, he's not. Oh, we miss him, though. We do keep him in bounds, though. I mean, they're pretty much going to have to hurry this one up and throw one final play. 8 seconds into the end zone. He's going to take the shot. He's in trouble, and he's going to take off and scramble. What a way to win it. We got the first round bye. McCarthy panics. 24-17. Pressure, even against, with 3 only, worked out. What is this guy in freaking Antarctica, dude? Was this an Alaska game? Look at him. Oh, my God. About to drop the craziest single of all time, dude. You're coaching the NFL. Relax a little. I mean, I guess maybe it's the opposite of time to relax, but our defense, it's just, as long as those guys are on, which they have been this season, there really is no limit. There's no limit how far this team can go. We hold on. Stinger's just creeping on us this entire time to steal our first round bye. They can't do it. They can't do it. Of course, Braden Donnelly, not even a great game. He was gritty for sure, but we struggle to score a little bit. 2 touchdowns for Harrison. Broden, a couple of catches in there, 53 yards. Harrison 72 on the through the air. Swain 30 yards. Oh, yeah, we needed to get like 48 yards or something, maybe 50 some yards. I just couldn't get it. We tried to throw the ball. Their defense is actually pretty good. It's just their offense was worse. How do we get the points we did? Do we have a defensive touchdown? Well, we kicked 3 field goals. I guess that also doesn't, huh? But hey, Dub, going to be taking a look at the stats and awards in a moment here and calling it a regular season. What a year we had. Speaking of glazing, DJ glazed with an upgrade. I mean, I suppose his finesse is his biggest problem. Try to get that run block finesse up 1. Does not get to an 80. I don't know if that's good or bad, but things happen. Pass block finesse plus 2. That's a perfect upgrade. Needed 1 to get a run block finesse up to 80, which he got. And then we need pass block finesse more than everything. He got plus 2. It's pretty good. We'll take it. All right, let's go to the wild card round where we can see our stats and awards, see how the landscape goes as well. We'll probably leave it here in the wild card, though. And next episode will be the divisional round where hopefully we're not one and done. Oh, my God, look at all this. Look at all this. Of course, let's also take a look at the mock draft. Do they project us winning the Super Bowl? I mean, we were one of the best teams in the league. I don't know if we're the best, but we're up there. They have us, they do have us winning the Super Bowl. Okay, I mean, I don't really like that player they got us selecting, but they project us right now as the best team in the entire league. Donnelly and company, they turned it around, let me tell you. Also, we didn't get to 4,000 yards. That's painful. Of course, the seeding kind of stuck the same for the most part. Blue Dragons at 5. Stingers at 2. So, I mean, if we play them, it'll be the championship round, assuming both teams make it that far. As this is what it looks like. The NFC East is usually, you know, kind of got a couple of teams in there. Only going to have 1. Then you have the Warhawks at 9-8 missing. So, yeah, again, the conference, tough enough. Tough enough that a 9-8 team isn't making it, which, I mean, you probably shouldn't, but with 7 seeds, you know, there's a lot of 9-8 teams you're going to expect to make it. One of them did, to be fair, with the Scorpions. But, of course, our rivals, the Blue Dragons, with the 5th seed. But let's take a look at those stats and awards. Obviously, Harrison going to be winning some things. Braden Donnelly, 12 picks, man. I mean, holding strong at 12 picks for, you know, half of the season, really, which is really impressive. I mean, let's compare that to last year. I think it's pretty on par. Might even be slightly better. It is definitely better. Look at that. You know, threw 2 more picks, but had 3 more touchdowns. Sacked a lot less because, you know, we're just getting rid of the ball quicker. So some of the scramble plays are pretty impressive. And then, of course, more efficient, right? 9.7 yards per attempt. Less yards per game, but more yards per attempt. 4 better completion percentage. It really wasn't looking great earlier. I can't believe we got a 4,000 on the nose. Almost did it again. But, yeah, what a year. Rushing touchdowns, about the same. Fumbles, about the same. Rushing yards, a little bit less, even though he ran a little bit more. And obviously receiving numbers. He is a quarterback, believe it or not. Rushing, Harrison. I mean, we barely use the backups. He's just that guy. 308 carries, 1,762 yards, 5.7 yards per carry, 22 touchdowns, fumble once, 37 broken tackles, which for a elusive back is insane. 432 yards after contact. Only had a 47-yard long with that kind of speed and talent. So, I mean, that just proves how consistent and good he was. Does it show how many, like, big runs? How come it doesn't show that? I don't know. But looking at receivers, Broden, maybe a dev up, hopefully. Swain missed his 1,000 yards by 30, unfortunately. 1233 with 12 touchdowns for Broden, though. Great numbers. Steffens and Wayne. I know Wayne was injured a little bit, but not many games. What, lost 2 games there? He's not putting up 500 yards in 2 games. We got to get a number 2 wide receiver that's legit. Harrison, though, total yards come out to over 2,000. Touchdowns comes up to almost 30. What a year he had. Of course, the longest of the season was an 88-yarder to Broden. 73 for Swain, which is big. Steffens, 62. Wayne, 43. Harrison, 25. Click gain. And Ali with 23. And then Horton, 36 yards. Blocking, very good blocking statistics, even though the blocking wasn't great. It's just, you know, when your quarterback's throwing the ball away quickly, getting the ball away in general quickly, you know, avoiding the sacks as much as possible, it's going to look okay. And then defensively, a little disappointed with the pass rush, specifically the edge. I think the DTs were great, right? These 2 guys were a true dynamic duo on the inside, both the same sacks, almost the same tackles for a loss. Philbin was a little bit better overall, obviously, with the extra tackles, but did have 3 less tackles for a loss, so I'm going to actually take a look at the snaps. Pretty similar, so, I mean, they're both good. I can't really even say who is better, honestly, at this point, but Maynard and Pierce, I would love to see them finish a little bit better. I need to see better sack totals. A lot of sausage going on, to be fair. Tariq Carpenter, the best player on this defense, technically last season. Skinner, way down year compared to last year, but the team as a whole, they were better. You know, the defense was better than last year. That's all that matters. You missed 2 kicks at Carlson out of 19, which is, you know, probably not going to be your best kicker award, but was good nonetheless. Turk, almost 50 yards per punt, which in a user situation is actually really good. A lot of times we're pinning them short. It's usually 40-yard punts for the most part. Kick return game, they're going to show one kick return touchdown, which will go to Weeks. Of course, Harrison had a 25.3 average on 3 returns. The guy's kind of a freak. I mean, maybe you've caught on by now. Stick across the league, though. What are those yards looking like compared to the rest of the league? I don't know. Let's find out, as he'll be maybe around 15-ish. It's good, not great, though. Touchdowns, Dart was your number 1 guy. Might even be number 1 for MVP still. Some other guys that are close, but I don't know if they're closer than him. Donnelly, good enough. Completion percentage, 73. This guy's in the 70s consistently. That is insane, actually. Passer rating, Donnelly was in the top 5. Pretty damn good, actually. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really good stuff, actually. Yards per attempt. Donnelly was the number 1 guy. I thought he would have had a couple of guys in front of him, so pretty impressive there. Longest of the season goes to Bryce Young. Donnelly at number 3, though. Sacks taken. One of the lowest guys in the entire league. Of course, it's going to be hard to see because a lot of backups in there, but of the legit starters, he was the lowest. Mahomes not too far behind, to be fair. And then rushing, obviously, Harrison's your league leader. Higher than the next guy rushing-wise by 300 yards. Yards per attempt, legit-wise, definitely him at 5.7. Unbelievable. Took over the league completely. Rushing touchdowns, 22 touchdowns. 103 yards per game, which is almost 20 higher than the next guy. Only had 1 fumble. Broken tackles, he's still pretty damn high up there, 37. A lot of these guys are more power back heavy. Not a lot of them, but a good amount of them. Yards after a contact, Harrison wins that one. Long, though, Gibbs wins that. Receivers, I will say Broden is on the front page here. He's like, what, 12? Something like that? He gets to 1,200 yards. Average per catch. Broden's way up there with 22. He's the big play guy. It does not surprise me. Touchdowns, 12, puts him a little outside the top 15 range-ish, maybe right around that. Yards after contact, Amon-Ra St. Brown was amazing. Rack average, it's a couple of one-offers. The most legit would probably be Broden, if not Harrison. The longest on the season goes to Tip Ryman, the guy we gave it to. He had 1 catch all year. We gave a 99-yard touchdown to him. I mean, are we not the nicest people alive? Are we not? Most sacks allowed, Walker Little gave up 21. Oh my, that's more than our whole team times 2, I think. Tackles for loss, number 1 goes to Shamar Stewart. What a year. A lot of sacks to go with it. Sacks in general, Micah Parsons at 24, Watt 19, Sam Collins 16, 14, a bunch of good numbers there. Not for us, though. Kirby Joseph, Shaq Thompson, some pretty good interception numbers that, again, we're not a part of this season. Got guys at 5, but it's not 6 or 7. It's lower than that. Pass deflection 16 for Peyton Wilson. Forced fumbles a lot for those Ghouls, man. They snatching lives out here with that Ghoul's name. And then, of course, the recoveries, the same guys at the top. Jalen Ramsey recovering a lot of them, to be fair. Blocks, any block kicks? You got a couple in there. A couple of safeties as well. And then a few touchdowns to go with it. What about kicking? Who is the best in the league? Number 1 kicker goes to, arguably Riley Patterson. If not Riley Patterson, I would maybe say Jake Elliott just because of the pure volume he had. Longest in the league goes to Joey Sly at 58 yards. Couple of blocks in there. We already seen the longest. Actually, don't even need it. Punting, who cares? Kick return, touchdowns. Couple guys, only 4, but a few nonetheless. Punt return touchdowns, 2. Tyreek Hill and Stephon Diggs. Now, it's not necessarily huge for us, but I'm still curious to see, did Mr. Harrison, which we'll take a first look at the players of the week. There you go. Did he stay in the top 10 for MVP? He did. He actually stuck around at 8. Jackson Dart is your league MVP. There was some crazy plays in there against us even that we kind of felt like, okay, yeah, that guy is MVP. Lamar Jackson, the runner-up with the Stingers. Coach of the Year goes to the Wranglers. I don't know how we're not Coach of the Year, dude. We just went from, not worst to first, but, pretty damn low. I'll tell you that much. As far as the awards go, Offensive Player of the Year, straight up, goes to Harrison. Defensive Player of the Year, Tariq Carpenter at number 4, but TJ Watt does overall win it. Offensive Rookie of the Year, was there really a question here? I don't think so. Number 1, obviously. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Philbin and Bamba at 5 and 6. Chupacabras, Rudd is at number 9. No Defensive Rookie of the Year award wins, sadly. Best QB, Donnelly, slips in at 5. For a moment there, I wouldn't even have called him 16. But he goes number 5. Really good stuff. Obviously, number 1 running back is going to go to Harrison. He's been cleaning up shop. Best wide receiver, Broden at 5. That's going to be a close call. Can he get to superstar? It would be massive. O-line, how in the world do we have all 5? Well, to be fair, 2 of them aren't technically starters. But 5 offensive linemen in the top 6, and we don't win an Offensive Lineman of the Year award win. Oh, that sucks so much. And then goes to freaking our division rivals, and now they have a superstar guard. D-line, we are not going to see ourselves in there. Not really surprised by that. Linebacker, number 4 for Tariq Carpenter. DB at number 4 and 9 for the 2 safeties. And then best kicker at number 3. So Harrison cleaned up shop. That's about it, though. The rest of the team definitely lackluster with those award wins. Of course, a bunch of different expectations and all that stuff. We're going to go into those right now, see what kind of bonuses we get. I still think we got scammed over with Harrison. Did we not? Of course, we obviously ran for 1,300 yards. We almost doubled it. So we should have all the experts up. We should have went higher. Should have went higher. Same with Broden, which we'll see in a moment. 2,500 XP for the whole offense. That's pretty mid. It could have been better. Actually, I don't think... No, that was one of the ones we can't go higher on. But first round pick expectations. What did we say for Harrison, actually? We was listening to Pepe's talking about rookie expectations for Harrison. He was disappointed that the kid didn't meet... Wait, what was our... I think he's glitching out, dude. Because I don't know what our goals were set, but there's no way it was as high as some of these things are saying it was, right? Like, did he have 1750? Was it a yards per carry thing? I think we just got screwed. I really do. How you feeling? I didn't meet the... Oh, okay, so it's 100% glitching. Broden had 12 touchdowns, and... I'm going to blame myself, because I don't want him to, like, go hard or anything, because the game's not going to give it to us anyways. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not expired or dejected. Just see what happens. At least we don't lose morale for the game being buggy as hell. As usual. Complete dog, as usual. Things never work. Hey, coach, taking advantage. I mean, this is going to be Steffens, I imagine. I mean, just like, what? How can we have these things still broken in the game? Like, it's a simple notch. Is it not? Actually, you know what? 7's already pretty good. Click gain. If we can improve his catching, that could be massive. Like, he might make a big play, for all we know. We got to get that catching up. His personality, I don't give a damn, dude. What does it even mean? 5 to catching. That's sweet. Would have been nice to go even higher than that. But unfortunately, they're not going to give us any XP here. They're going to say we don't have any XP. We're just going to focus these players in. And we do have some mini games and whatnot we'll look at too as well. Just think about how much more XP we would have had if the game wasn't coded by, like, version 1 of ChatGPT. But yeah, we got a bunch of upgrades we're going to get into right now. Harrison, again, I would love to get that break tackle up higher, but at the same time, the catching has been suspect. We're going to go 1 receiving back. I need to get that catching up even higher. 1 to catch traffic, 1 to catch, 3 to release, 1 to short route. I mean, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Plus 3 to catching in general as well, just from a morale boost or staff boost, whatever the hell boost. Pierce, obviously, it's pretty obvious. The whole D-line, all 4 are going to be finesse guys, speed rusher guys. 5 to block shed, mind you, for Pierce, who, I mean, he's now 90 block shed. I don't know why it's so bugged, but he is a speed rusher. So I'm not going to change it, because it's unfair. Well, I mean, that's literally his thing. Release, how do we get release up? They're saying deep threat. I don't know if I believe. I need short routes. I'm going to go physical because he's a big guy. I'd say short route and release would make sense for physical, right? Which we kind of get, right? 2 to short, 1 to release. I think makes sense, right? Physical route runner. Probably a bigger body, not going to be able to get downfield in time anyways on a go route or something like that. So you would assume those are the short route kind of guys as far as our fashionu man goes. So we're going to go power blocking. That's sort of his weakness. It probably doesn't matter too much, though, because the guy is very good. I mean, he is solid. He is almost 90 across the board. And then, of course, we have Donnelly. The rest of the linemen we'll do on our own. You probably don't care. Strong arm, we've seen a little bit of success, deep accuracy-wise. Loses in the zone, or his scheme anyways. Does not go to 85. 1 to deep, 1 to medium. It's slowly but surely getting there in the deep category, so I'm just going to keep going. It keeps getting us there. Why not? Jared Wayne needs a lot, sort of. Medium route's kind of iffy. I'm going to keep going Playmaker because he doesn't get upgrades much, and Playmaker just gives you a lot. It really does. He goes up 2 overalls here, I believe, by the way. 4 to deep, 2 to spec, 1 to catch, 2 to catch in traffic, actually, 1 to release, 1 to short. I mean, just a bunch, right? Just a bunch of upgrades. That's why Playmaker is what it is. But if you're trying to, nuance it in there a little bit, make it a little bit more specific, doing what we did is also a pretty good idea. Any of these guys actually matter to us? I guess Clegane, sort of. Doesn't really get that much of action out there, but I mean, he's interesting because of how tall and fast he is. But, yeah, not much going on there. But he gets, hey, 85 catching with the morale boost mixed in with that scenario. So like we talked about, that was a very smart decision. He's now at 85 catch. Don't get me wrong, catching traffic spec catch is kind of bad, but he's good at getting open. He just misses catches that are wide open. So 85 catching should be able to help counter that a little bit. But anyways, that is going to be it. This is, of course, we have a chance to either play the Scorpions, Mockingbirds, Aquawolves, Mavericks, or Blue Dragons. Actually, I don't think it's possible to play the Mockingbirds. I think the Mockingbirds are impossible to play, right? Because if the Stingers lose, it's impossible to play the Mockingbirds. And if the Stingers win... Actually, no, can we play? No, we can't, because then the Stingers would play the Mockingbirds if they won. So I'm pretty sure the Mockingbirds and Stingers are the only 2 teams we can't play, right? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Who cares? We got a team to play in the division round. We got to beat them. It doesn't matter who they are. Cool thing about being the NFC side is you get those primetime games. I just want to be NFC teams forever, I think. I like primetime games. I like the nighttime games. Will we see... No, we're not going to see any weather because we're at home. What I say? Will we see any snow games? No, we won't, sadly. But at the same time, maybe a blessing in disguise because I can't imagine some of the sus hands guys you got on this team are going to do any better in the snow. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. If you guys enjoyed this one, you're excited for the playoffs, finally got there. Maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're not new. Appreciate continued support on the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel, PKR Plays for non-Madden content, which I'm not exactly sure the plan for tomorrow main channel-wise because I don't know if I want to do playoffs right away. But we'll definitely have Oblivion tomorrow over on PKR Plays, so check that out if it interests you. Playoffs at least by sometime Saturday, if not tomorrow. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys are back for next video. But until next video, see ya. And of course, shout out to all the members of the channel. I'm pretty damn sure I already did shout out Jack, but in case I didn't, double shout out to Jack. Why doesn't Jack deserve another shout out? Why not? All right. Anyways, appreciate you all for being members. If you're not already a member, you're thinking about becoming one, click the join button next to the subscribe button. All the details will be in there. Of course, including the monthly members only rebuild we do on the 15th of every month. Check that out. Remember, appreciate you all for watching. And until next one,